from the banks of the Ohio River. There's a look at Paul Brown Stadium here in Cincinnati, Ohio. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Cleveland Browns and the Cincinnati Bengals. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Burrow going to fake to mix it and now look to throw. Oh, he got position on him and he pulls it in. 19 yards right off the bat and a quick first down.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius. Understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball and puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
You got tight. You got tight. You got tight right there.
The first carry for the former Oklahoma Sooner, Joe Mixon. Larry Ogunjobi there to make the tackle.
The ball carrier.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They're passing here. Joe Burrow. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Larry Ogunjobi in for the sack.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
So that'll leave Burrow and the Bengals with a 3rd and long after that sack we just saw. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. And that's a throw he'd like to have back. Now 4th down.
So 1 first down on that drive, and that's it. Forced to take the deep shot on 3rd down and couldn't hit it. Now they have to punt this one away.
He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. It'll be a net of 40 yards following a punt of 44. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line. First carry for Nick Chubb. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run. And let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down. Otherwise, it's going to be a long afternoon.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. For Nick Chubb. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. And on the stop defensively, Raekwon McMillan.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
And he'll get this up only to about the 33. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on first down.
But now they're in a spot that every team tells us when we have our production meetings they don't want to be in, 3rd and long, and that's because those back-to-back running plays just didn't accomplish a whole lot.
A nickel look now for the Bengals as they try to stop him here on 3rd down. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Von Bell. And he will take it across midfield and down to the 45. It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the first half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do is what you're seeing right now, showing the other team that he's frustrated. All they're going to do is double their efforts to make him even more frustrated. He's got to gather himself, compose himself, and keep fighting.
Well, he talked a lot about erasing that loss last week, getting back in the win column. We'll see how he responds. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow. And he'll get that to Fournette, complete. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9.
Complete to Leonard Fournette.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
On 2nd down, Burrow. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Second down pass play got him 8 yards. Now they've got a 3rd and a couple remaining.
I got you, boy. 58, boy. 58. Slam.
From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. Got an open man. That's C.J. Uzomah. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. It's a gain of 13, and the Bengals have a first down.
1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
And they run the option here on 1st and 10. And a good run as he manages 7 yards down to the 17.
Joe Mixon
decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice, steady gain.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 17-yard line.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Now it's Burrow. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Incomplete. Out of the end zone. Grant Delpit on the coverage.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Now Burrow. He'll find his running back, Joe Mixon. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first.
For a Cincinnati.
A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
So how would you describe that one, partner? Workmanlike right there, getting that first down, blue-collar type football?
Yeah, only needed 3, got 4, just enough. I like workmanlike.
I think it's pretty cool myself. Everything doesn't have to be high glamour in this game.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Here's Burrow. He's got it. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Tee Higgins, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bengals are going to take a first-quarter lead. And he's got it to make it 7-0 Bengals.
Makes the score Bengals 7, Browns nothing. Matt Gay set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Browns drive about to get started. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
So much for the best laid plans and best designed plays. That was good coverage along the sidelines. No place for that one to get in there. It sails incomplete.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Out of the gun, they run it with Hunt. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
On 3rd down, Mayfield. That one is caught by Hunt. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a gain of 10, and the Browns are going to get a first down.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Running with Hunt here out of the shotgun. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves him with 3rd and 9 looming.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
And now on 3rd down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And that is incomplete.
Brandon, we saw these defenders fly into the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
On 4th down, here's Jamie Gillen on to punt. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. 35 yards that time on the punt. And the Bengals will have a 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
And he sidestepped one man, but reinforcements come to stop him right around the line of scrimmage.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Now they'll try the jet sweep here. And he'll take this one up to about the 13. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
That's a gain of 8. Brings up 3rd and 2.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
With the score, Bengals 7, Browns nothing.
Now, the Bengals on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Burrow will throw. He's got his man, Boyd. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. Burrow to Boyd there for the Cincy 1st.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you're wanting to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
Play action. It's Burrow. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Myles Garrett in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. So that'll leave Burrow and the Bengals with a 3rd and long after that sack we just saw. Now it's Burrow. Points the target, and he has it over the middle. And he is going to have a Bengals 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 3rd and 19, no problem, as they're able to convert.
At the 33-yard line.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. Really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now Joe Mixon. A solid stiff arm. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A first down there on a pickup of 25. They had a chance to limit his yardage, but he was able to fight off that tackle.
So it's not just the responsibility of the guys who missed the tackles along the way. It's all 11 on defense, able to stop this guy, unable to do it on that play. They've got to find a way. How about his ability to break through and gain that yardage?
Fournette, a first down carry. And he'll take it inside the 40 to the 39-yard line. The All-Pro Von Miller there on the tackle.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. But let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains. That means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
And now they will throw it with Burrow. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 12 yards there and a first down.
They ran that one well. And not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
58, come on. Let's go, defense. Let's go, defense. Here we go. Check.
Mixon with a first down carry. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be second and very short.
10 yards on the pickup. It's second and inches.
58, right over there, right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there. Oh, you got G?
Burrow looking to pass. That's complete right around the 8. And that's a touchdown, but hold on. There is a flag down on the field. We'll have to see what this is about. After the penalty, it's Mixon. And they'll get this down to the 10. Now they'll have it first and goal following that gain of 17.
Now this is an example of breaking down a defense because in a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
So not quite a first and goal. It's first and 10 from the 10. They'll give it to Mixon. And the Bengals are going to have a first and goal as some good running there gets them down to about the 2-yard line. Knock it on the door. It'll be a pickup of 8 and a good first step there with second and goal coming up. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
I'm going from back to you. I'm going from back to you. Switch.
Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And I think they stopped him again. They did at the 1-yard line. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a third down.
And goal.
Takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
Matt Gay now gets ready for the field goal try. This is less than an extra point, just a 19-yard attempt. Gay's kick is good. And the lead moves to 10-zip. That drive just seemed to go for an eternity. I could kind of hear our sponsor say, hey, we need to get our product pushed here. But then it ends in a field goal.
Yeah, how about that? Not enough time for product placement, but plenty of time to get 3 points out of the deal. I know that the guys on defense, though, they wanted to get those products out there. They wanted to stop that drive, just were unable to do so.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first 2 drives.
So there is optimism because they've improved, right? Turnover, you just noted it on the first drive.
Punt's better than the turnover.
The punt is better on the second one. Now they're hoping to turn into first downs and hopefully points.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 19 yards there on the catch and run. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. From the gun, Mayfield. Flush to his right, and that's off the mark, incomplete. Charles, he doesn't seem to be particularly in tune with his receivers, just 2 for 7 throwing the football, but he did seem really locked in before the game.
Yeah, and that has to do with receivers sometimes. Sometimes the defenders knock them off their routes, and you're usually pretty precise. 1, 2, 3, cut, balls out of...
This is caught inside the 15. And they're going to have this way down in Cincinnati territory. It's a big play there for the Browns. 54 yards. A first red zone opportunity for the Browns thus far. They've got it 1st and goal at the 6. They'll run with Chubb. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
He was looking for Landry that time, but now it's 3rd and goal. And that one going to come up short. Low throw.
It's 3rd down and goal at the 6-yard line.
The ball mere inches from the white line on 3rd and goal. Mayfield to throw it. And that'll bring up 4th down as his Cincy defense stands up on 3rd.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
Makes the score.
So 3 drives now for this offense, and that field goal gives them their first 3 points.
So if you're an offensive coordinator and you're averaging a point a drive, you're in the wrong line of work, aren't you? You got to find a way to unlock the key to these defenses and put some big points on the board.
1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
36-yard line.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He'll air this one out for Boyd. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10.
58 the money. 58 the money. I'll get him. Get him. Get him.
Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Grant Delpit. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. Second down.
That's the reason we gone for
second down here after the incomplete pass. Mayfield gives this one to Hunt. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Well, this play sequence was really kind of called in reverse. Incomplete pass on 1st and 10. Nice run on 2nd and 10 when probably everyone was expecting him to throw the football. Now, if you're the defense, what are they going to do on 3rd down? You're a little off balance.
And that will be incomplete. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
The offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. Mayfield now from the 50. And it's complete. Hooper. The 20. And he almost made it, but just short. Finally out of bounds, right down around the goal line. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively, all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. The fullback, and trying to push forward, but he is going to be stuffed up in the backfield. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
At the 2-yard line.
Throwing, Mayfield. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Austin Hooper. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Browns are within an extra point of tying this thing up.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury. And it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run. And he finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They had the interception on the last drive, which led to the tying touchdown. So 10-10 the score as they begin 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Myles Garrett has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
So we have reached halftime here in a good one. 10-10 is our score. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Matt Gay set to kick off.
And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. The third quarter starts with a run by Chubb. And he'll wind up with about 6 up past the 30 to the 31.
Chubb, the ball carrier.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. And again, it's Chubb. And he'll get this up only to about the 33.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Try to run for the first down with Hunt. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line.
The ball carrier.
The pickup there, 5 yards.
And Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does. It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key first downs and big runs.
Now a play fake here on first down. Flushed out right. And finding the tight end Hooper. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 14 yards, and it's a Cleveland first down. Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Here's Mayfield. That escapes the sack. But in the end, the pressure too great, and he goes down. Raekwon McMillan. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13.
Got to give him points for the attempt, but there's just a wave of pressure there. A host of people in the area. Evades a few, but couldn't evade all of them.
Mayfield in this Browns offense staring at a 3rd and long now after the sack. Looking for Landry, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Von Bell. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. He gets it forward for 4, maybe 5, but the flags fly. And this one could be coming back.
Let's go.
That hold coming from the middle of the line, the center.
And it's difficult for him because sometimes you've got people right over you, and as soon as you snap it, trying to get your hands up and block them, you can be a little bit late getting it done.
They're passing here, Joe Burrow. That's complete to John Ross. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 18 yards on that one, and the Bengals are moving. First down. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. Escaping the pressure right. And now he's going to use his legs. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's second down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
6-yard line.
Now Burrow to throw on second down. He'll drop this one down to Mixon. 6 yards on the pickup, and that's going to lead to a third down.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a third down.
A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3.
Come on, baby. Let's see what you got.
Out of the gun, it's Burrow. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
Feeling like they're not quite in field goal range yet. They're going to go for it on 4th.
58, right over there, yeah. Mike, 58, right there.
They'll try and throw for it with Burrow. Got a man, it's Ross, complete. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. The conversion is successful with a sizable gain of 13, and the decision to go for it looks like a smart one. On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. This is caught, and he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1.
4 yards.
A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Down. 1st and goal at the 1-yard line.
Looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal.
Mixon trying to punch it in. And he is in. Touchdown, Bengals. Joe Mixon, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Bengals have taken the lead.
For the point after.
People always talk about one of his biggest strengths, running the football, vision, and he found the spot there, went into the end zone.
You're exactly right about that. It wasn't just the vision, right? Once he saw the gap, decisiveness, made up his mind, and about the power to finish the play. Not only did he get good blocking, he created his own space as well.
After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. They find themselves down 17-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. Mayfield with a quick fire to Landry. That catch good for only a couple. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
On third down, Mayfield. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
Eluding the pressure right. And incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10.
Chubb. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Now they'll need the 39 here for a first. This is 3rd down. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Sam Hubbard making his presence felt in the backfield. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. Once again, they run with Mixon. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
From the gun on 3rd down is Burrow. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started. And that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty. And before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
It's a 45-yard punt, but a decent return there of 9 yards. And that will come the offense as they take over. The Browns drive about to get started. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Alexander. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 39-yard line.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
5 yards remain on 2nd down.
They run it again with Chubb. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. He gets it across the 50 and down to the 48. A gain of 13. It's a first down. Defensively, you said coming in earlier in the broadcast, the magic number was 20 points for you. That's what you thought they would have to hold this offense to or less than that. And, wow, they've done that in a big way, haven't they?
Not only have they done it, they put themselves in a great position to win this one because holding them down was paramount. If they could get it done, well, guess what? We see the end result. Right now, they have their eye on victory.
And leading here in the fourth.
He was brought down.
Jesse Bates made the tackle from his safety spot.
Brings up
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They run with Hunt. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. They'll try to throw here. Mayfield got an open man. It's Aitman. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. Breaks a tackle. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Another carry for their leader, and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
They'll give it to Chubb. And he'll barrel his way into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Nick Chubb with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Browns are within an extra point of tying this thing up. And no sweat, he puts it through, and we are tied here in the fourth.
At 17.
17-17 the score. All even to this point as the kick's away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this fourth quarter to try to grab that lead back.
And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
End result of that one, a nice 4-yard gain, so you can use that to set up your play-action game, or you can come right back and continue to run the football because as an offensive play caller, you're on schedule and feeling pretty good about your next couple of calls.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Fournette. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. 31 yards there and a first down. The safeties were well back there, and he had a lot of room. Were they in the cover too?
Yeah, they were, and the safeties were back. You know, usually they're 12 to 15 yards off the line of scrimmage, somewhere around the hash mark for each of them. But what also happens if the linebackers dive into the line, if you block them initially, that blocker can come off of them and get up to the safeties on the second level, and now you've got a big place to run the football.
Burrow going to fake to mix it and now look to throw.
Flush to his right. Now he'll pull it down, and he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down.
It's now 2nd and 6.
Burrow going to give this to Mixon.
And he's going to take this down close to a first down at the Browns' 30. That's going to be a 6-yard gain. It leaves him with third down and just a yard to go. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him, so when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Now the Bengals on third down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. They'll stay on the ground. Mixon again. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25.
That's good.
Give him the third down conversion. 5 yards on the play.
1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. They go play action with Burrow. He'll buy some time right. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. The wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
Seventh play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. This one complete into the hands of Higgins. And the Bengals are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. From the gun, a give to Mixon. And the Bengals are going to be set up with a 1st and goal. He couldn't quite reach the chalk, but they'll have it at the 1-yard line. A good run on 1st down, and now they contemplate a 2nd and goal situation. 2nd and goal from the 1.
Defense, we're shit.
Here's a run with Mixon, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to bring up an interesting 3rd and goal. Mixon. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. The defense stiffens to force 4th down following that first down gain of 8.
It's now 4th and goal.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This for the lead in the final stages. Big kick right there to give them the lead in the 4th, but there is still time left for a final drive.
Did they score too soon? Post-game will tell us, right? Depending on what happens on this drive, that's how we'll analyze it. If the other team scores, they scored too soon. If they somehow hold on, they manage the clock exactly right.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Coverage there by Von Bell. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Mayfield. He'll get this one underneath to Hunt. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
That gets them the 1st down, but they've still got to move quickly here.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Mayfield to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a 1st.
Well, they got the yardage they needed there, picked up the 1st down, got out of bounds. How about the urgency that they have, as well as they understand where they are on the field?
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll get it with just a shade under a minute to go in the game. Now Mayfield. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. Austin Hooper, the intended receiver, and it's 2nd down.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Here's Mayfield. He's going to let it fly. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
He'll look to throw. That one is caught by Hunt. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
And he'll get it down this time to the 17. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 17-yard line.
4 receivers now, 3 to the right, 1 to the left. 2nd down and 4. He's back to throw. And he completes it to Hunt. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. 9 yards on the play there, and it'll set him up 1st and goal. Back to throw. Rolling to his right. And this is caught. Touchdown. And they've taken the lead here in the final minute.
How many people are watching this one right here who gave up? Because that score, they might want to try and rush back into this stadium.
What looks like is going to be the game-deciding score, although a little bit of time left, so you can't count your chickens before they're hatched.
Well, they better come back in here and watch this one because you and I, we're not going anywhere. We want to see this one play out.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. One possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice every week of the season. You go over this situation, having to go downfield, limited timeouts, got to get out of bounds and keep the drive going and set yourself up. Defensively, you can't just lay back and let them do whatever they want. So it is a cat-and-mouse deal here. How much pressure will the defense bring, and how much pressure can the offense handle?
We're going to find out. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down. Now it's Burrow. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now.
Incomplete. Results in a 4th down.
Down 4 late. Got to go for it here on 4th down. Throwing now is Joe Burrow. And able to catch it, but he's out of bounds. And the throw took him beyond the sideline, and that's going to be a turnover on downs. Well, their first 4th down attempt earlier was successful. This one backfires for a turnover on downs.
I like their aggressiveness. I like what they're doing. They got it the first time they went for it. Why not a second time? I don't think they'll be daunted from attempting it again. If you're on the defensive side of the ball, though, any 4th down stop is a big momentum play.
Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them. So Cleveland able to come away with the victory here. And it took a big fourth quarter to do it, but bottom line, they got the job done.
Yeah, it is the bottom line, isn't it? A few anxious moments along the way, though. A few sweaty palms, not just for the team, but for their fans. As you mentioned, down going into the fourth quarter. How about the rally? How about the comeback? Getting it done on both sides of the ball, holding them when they needed to, and finding ways to get points when they had the football.
So for the Browns, it's an important win in terms of staying in the postseason race as they move to 6-4. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Baltimore to take on the Ravens. Meanwhile, for Cincinnati, it was a game they really needed as they drop back to 4-6. And they'll be off to Minneapolis next week for a look at new U.S. Bank Stadium and a date with the Vikings. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.